Hello, today we're going to be going over the top 10 talismans for PvE in Elden Ring. Recently I remade a video that was called the top 10 talismans in PvP in Elden Ring pretty recently. So if you haven't seen that yet, be sure to check it out, and if you like this type of content, be sure to like the video and subscribe to see more. Now for this list I will be considering boss fights, any enemy whatsoever, just fighting throughout playing the video game. This may include talismans that have been mentioned in the PvP list, but may be ranked higher or lower depending on their usefulness in PvE over PvP, and there are surely some talismans that are much better in PvE. So without further ado, let's get into it. So at number 10 we have the Great Jar's Arsenal, which increases the maximum equip load by 19%. This is a very good generic talisman and allows you to hold more armor, get you better poise, you can take more damage. Overall a very helpful talisman indeed. And really that's all there is to say. And at number 9 we have the Crimson Amber Medallion, which increases your maximum HP by 8%. Now this talisman is overshadowed by another talisman in PvE, so this will only take the 9th spot, but it can be used in conjunction with that talisman as well, and it is still pretty handy for taking extra hits, so we'll be taking the number 9 spot. And at number 8 we have the Shard of Alexander, which increases the attack power of skills by 15%. This talisman holds incredible value for so many types of weapons. Some weapon skills in Elden Ring can be very click to win, such as Rivers of Blood or Morias' Executioner's Sword, which do massive damage in PvE, and this will allow you to do even more damage with them, so it'll be taking the number 8 spot. And at number 7 we have the Green Turtle Talisman. Green Turtle Talisman increases stamina recovery speed by almost 18%. In PvE, stamina management is still very important, and this can help with managing it. More valuable in PvP, but it is still pretty good. Now this one might surprise you. At number 5 we have the Erdtree's Favor, which increases your maximum HP by 4%, your stamina by 9.6%, and your equip load by 8%. Now this talisman is incredibly good, however, it is not quite as game breaking as the top 5 spots. So yeah, the Erdtree's Favor is taking the number 6 spot. Number 5 we have the Ritual Sword Talisman, which increases your attack power by 10% when your HP is at its maximum. Now flat attack power boosts are not very common, and this can be achieved pretty easily. And in PvE it is even more so, and in PvE it is even more valuable. Whereas in PvE you can heal, whereas in PvP you really shouldn't be. Please don't heal in PvP. You're going to piss off a lot of people. But the Ritual Sword Talisman is a very easy to maintain attack power boost, and it's just pretty solid. It'll be taking the number 5 spot. And for the number 4 spot, we're actually going to have 2 talismans. Number 4, we're going to have the Kindred of Bronze Exaltation and the Lord of Blood's Exaltation. Kindred of Bronze Exaltation increases your attack power by 20% when something is inflicted poison or scarlet rot, and the Lord of Blood's Exaltation will increase your attack power by 20% when something is inflicted with a bleed proc. Both of these are very good and can be used in conjunction if wanted, as they harbor a massive attack power boost. However, some enemies will just be immune to certain status effects, so keep that in mind. However, these are incredibly good. And at number 3 we'll have another dual spot. For number 3 we'll have the Rotten Wingsword Insignia and the Millicent's Prosthesis. So how the Rotten Wingsword Insignia works is that you'll gain a stack, up to 3 stacks, which will increase your attack power, capping out at 13%. You get these stacks by landing multiple weapon hits on a target. And the Millicent's Prosthesis is very similar. It's the same thing, however it caps out at 11%, but it gives you 5 dexterity. Now the extra damage from the Rotten Wingsword Insignia can be quite good, however the extra 5 levels from the Millicent's Prosthesis can be also good, so it really depends on what you want. And these talismans give you a very easy way to increase your damage output for a broad majority of the weapons, so they'll be taking the number 3 spot. And at number 2 we'll have the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which reduces physical damage taken by 20%. Now something to understand in Elden Ring is that most damage is physical, and the only reason this talisman doesn't make it in PvE is because it is specifically nerfed in PvP, giving you only 5% physical damage negation in PvP. But yeah, this is a fantastic talisman for taking extra hits. There are no other talismans like it. It is truly just a must-have for progressing through the game. Now our number 1 choice may surprise you, but the number 1 talisman in Elden Ring for PvE is the Golden Scarab, which increases your rune acquisition by 20%. Now for some people it may be hard to judge this talisman based on what it does. However, the way I look at it while progressing through Elden Ring, the more runes you have, the stronger you are, as it is in any Souls-like. As it is, the more runes you have or souls you have, the higher the level you are, the more damage you deal, the less damage you take. And that is why the Golden Scarab is the best talisman in Elden Ring PvE. And that's it with the list. So if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like yet again and subscribe to see more content just like this. And I would also love to know your thoughts in the comments down below on what talismans maybe should have made the list, shouldn't have made the list, maybe should have been placed higher, lower. Just let me know what you think. But yeah, that'll be it for me. This was the top 10 talismans in PvE. I'll be out of here. Y'all have a good one.